Hi, it's Craig, author of the Low Back Repair Manual and your core fitness mechanic. And in the previous videos of this series, I've been talking about being aware of our movements and our muscles and keeping our core active and practicing putting our core to work by using the standing plank exercise basically anytime, anywhere we're moving through our lives. All of this is to keep you stronger and more stable. But underneath it all, the goal is to keep the back and the spine safe. See, the upper body is in its best and happiest position when we are balanced up above the hips. But we can't live our lives that way. Inevitably, we have to bend over. You want to take care of a child on a changing table, or just pick up a child, maybe grab some groceries or put something away in a filing cabinet. You're gonna have to bend over, and it's critical to keep the core active and bend at the hips. Now, we've got some of these muscles in our backs here, and these posterior or back-sided muscles in the glutes, the butt muscles and the hamstrings and the back of the legs. These are all working hard to keep the upper body from falling over, but they're not meant for an extensive workload like that. So the deep core muscles, the transverse abdominal and abdominal muscles have to get put to work. Once we bend over, suddenly we're fighting gravity. The upper body is 65% or more of our body weight, and when we lean over, gravity goes to work to pull us to the ground, and we have nothing but our muscles to keep us from falling. And this is critical. You want to make sure you're bending at the hips, not through the spine. The whole point here is to keep the curves of the spine in place. And many of us might be familiar with these curves, this sort of double S structure that the spine has to help distribute the weight of our lives. The cervical curve or neck curve, the thoracic or chest area curve, and of course, the all-important lumbar or low back curve, which so many people are familiar with. And so you can see how incredibly important these curves are. The curve in our neck doesn't develop until we're strong enough to hold our heads up as little babies. It's one of the reasons tummy time is so important. So the curve in the neck is developed to help distribute the weight of the head. The thoracic curve, hopefully we're all born with, and this lumbar curve, this low back that causes so much pain and just so much anguish for so many people. Well, that curve doesn't develop until we're actually standing upright, balanced, and running away from our parents as toddlers. And then that curve develops to distribute the weight. We have to keep those curves in place. So many people spend their lives looking down at a screen. Doctors are seeing a lot of issues up here. They're calling it tech neck. And so if we start to bend through the spine long enough time of bending the spine in the wrong direction might take a disc, force it out that way. Years and years of improper mechanics can lead directly to just trying to throw something into a wastebasket can lead you to a back attack. And I think many people, including myself, know what that pain is like. In the next series of videos, the last two videos actually, we're going to be talking about movements, going to be looking at about carrying, about picking things up, getting down to the floor and standing up correctly and safely to keep us pain minimized, to keep our core working and our spine safe. And all of this is going to keep you moving smarter and living stronger. Until next time.